go.
Are you coming to the Mayweather fight?
Probably.
All right. Right on.
Even though I don't really care about boxing or UFC, I'm interested.
See who's gonna. What's gonna
Do
happen
they
anyway?
have like pre-fights at all or no?
They have an undercard.
Oh, they do.
Yeah, I don't know anybody in it though. It's boxing, so.
How long? How many rounds is an undercard for boxing?
I don't know. I think there's like 3 or 4 fights, and then the last fight.
Because my biggest worry is that
And
we do that and we all go to hang out, and then I like.
Oh, it's like super fast.
Yeah. I was like, oh, well, we have all this food and all these people, and
it's all over now. No, I think it'll last. At least
so I can
a
do
while.
terrible at beer pong again.
Yes, beer pong. I do beer pong for sure.
I mean water pong.
Water pong for.
Do you have alcohol in that cup?
What? No, never. I wouldn't.
I have water.
Water
I know
pong.
for a fact there's
Water
alcohol
pong.
in that.
There's Fireball in
I
here.
know.
Fireball's the way to go.
I thought you guys decided catching fire was better.
It is, but
It is,
I did
but
not get
I
it.
was not at Total Wine when I bought.
That's true.
I was at Kelly's.
You
Liquor.
even agreed catching fire was like a little better.
I did, but
They didn't know about the Pepsi fire, and Beth was telling him about it.
Yeah.
hey, we still got I think 2 cans of it. We'll bring it.
Yeah, and you can try it.
2
It's
cans of it?
it's so when it's
We bought a 12-pack of it about 2 months ago.
because
And
we're
we still
like,
haven't finished it 'cause they just-
like I love Fireball mixed with Coke, and it's
Yeah.
like Pepsi Fire, but it just tastes. Well, 1, there's no alcohol in it, and 2, it just
2, it's
tastes like
Pepsi,
shit. Yeah.
and 3, it's just disgusting.
Yeah.
So
I
we
was
weren't
just-
thinking properly.
Yeah. Well, we'll get it. We'll get it out there.
That way, we'll use it up. You guys can try it. Tell us how terrible it tastes. Maybe we can try actually putting Fireball in it to see if it changes anything.
I love experimenting with.
Pepsi Fire with Fireball.
Okay, so there was one time he
It's a lot of
invited
fun.
me. It was his birthday maybe 2 years ago, and his mom had some Fireball, so we were putting it in like Mountain Dew
Yes.
and Squirt.
No, Squirt.
I was
I've
there.
done. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you
It was
were
like
there.
barbecue, like in the
Yeah,
afternoon.
because I've
Yeah.
been doing Fireball.
Your
and
mom was trying to
Squirt
get
for
rid
a
of
while.
Fireball, and like RJ wanted to put it in Mountain Dew and everything else we had.
I wasn't a big fan of it in Mountain Dew.
No.
Honestly.
I love it in Squirt.
I was gonna
Although
say
I-
people love it in Squirt though.
I saw a thing the other day that said that claimed that Mountain Dew was originally created as like a mixer drink.
Oh really?
I don't know if it's true or not, but I saw that.
I don't feel like he makes anything with Mountain Dew well.
I mean, maybe it was an unsuccessful mixer.
And that's why it became its own thing.
Yeah. You
But,
know, this is just good by itself.
Yeah, no.
Have you ever seen It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
No, but I want to though because I love Charlie Day.
I'm pretty sure
That
it's
is
that. There's
hilarious.
one where I think it's Charlie Day. His character's named Charlie too.
Oh, nice. There you go.
He's drinking orange juice, and Danny DeVito's like, "What are you drinking?" He goes, "Oh, orange juice." He goes, "You mean like the mixer?" It's like, no, people actually drink it by itself. It's weird.
That's hilarious. That's a funny show, no?
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Yeah? I think it's on
It's very
Netflix,
like.
too.
I don't want to completely tie it or go along, put it in the same vein as Seinfeld, but it is in the sense of there's not really like character growth. Like it does build a little, but for the most part, each episode is like independent of anything else going on. For the most part,
So you
there
can
is
kind
like
of just jump in.
there are, I would say the minor characters are actually the ones that change. Like there's a minor character that they call Cricket, and he's in the first season as like a priest. I think it's the first season. It might be the second one. And like Dee convinces him to like leave the priesthood to like have sex with her, and then she turns him down in the end.
Oh.
And then like by like whatever season 9 or something, he's gone from he's was a priest here, and at this point he's like this homeless guy who's missing like a hand, and like he just appears throughout, and every time they see him he gets worse and worse.
Gosh. Oh, that's kind of funny.
Cricket. That's from Tom Segura too.
Yeah, he's like, I ain't seen him in a minute.
He talks about the first.
Because he's talking about the show The First 48 and how they
Never
interview
even
all
heard
these guys. It's like one of those like murder shows.
I will watch it with you. He's one of my favorite stand-ups.
Yeah, he's great. He's coming here, so.
I'm still waiting for that Brian Regan one to finally go on
They
Netflix.
haven't filmed it yet.
Yeah, they did. They filmed it in June.
Oh, did they?
Regan?
Oh, I didn't know. It probably
Maybe
won't
they
be
wanna check
another. Probably won't be for a while.
Somebody else is going to do another Netflix one coming up.
I think like at this point, it seems like all the stand-ups are trying to get like Netflix deals instead of like because it used to be HBO specials and stuff. Now they're all trying to do Netflix.
HBO still does some. I think Showtime, CISO. There's a couple of different outlets, but Netflix seems to be
the most successful right now.
And the interesting thing about Netflix, I'm not sure if you guys read this the other day, that apparently there was a report that they are $20 billion in debt because of all the stuff they brought up and everything.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, Brian Regan was actually signed for 2 specials.
Yeah, yeah. So does that mean they're gonna go out of business?
No, I doubt it. No, I'm not saying that.
$20 billion.
Yeah, but think about it. You have 100 million subscribers at what, like $6 a month. So you're making, the numbers add up over time. Yeah. So I don't know. It's interesting.
I have a hard time believing that they're that much in debt though. That's a lot.
Yeah, check it out. There's a report out there.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
But I think they just most recently had their 100th million subscriber, so that
Like I don't know what I would do without Netflix.
I am not trying to say Netflix is going under.
But now you have me thinking.
I know.
Well, life without Netflix sucks.
Well,
what did we do back in the day? I don't even.
What we did back in the day doesn't exist anymore.
I know.
Hastings is gone. That was a local thing. Blockbuster. Broke.
What would we do?
Yeah.
What does it say?
We're just gonna.
Well, I mean, they have like, 20 million in debt, but they're
20 million or billion?
Million.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was billion.
Sorry, it is billion. Just kidding.
Huh.
But there's
20 million.
they have 104 million subscribers, and that's up 25% from last year. And they had 91 Emmy nominations this year, second only to HBO. So basically, they may be in debt, but
it's not gonna
still doing a lot right, I guess.
Yeah, because they're developing all their own content. Obviously, it looks like they expanded their subscriber base.
I'm curious how much of a staff they have to have.
On top of that, I don't know. I don't know. It's a good question.
When I was just reading, like, Disney is planning to like start up their own streaming service in 2019.
Pull all of their stuff off.
But so Netflix is trying to like work something out where they'll still be able to keep the Disney and Marvel stuff on there and Star Wars, but
dang, you're right. Star Wars and Marvel. See, now if Disney does their own thing, you lose like a huge chunk of stuff.
But see,
from
the thing is, this is not the first time that Disney has tried to do something of their own stuff that was successful for someone else. Like, I mean, I think all of us were old enough that we never caught it. Like, I never played Skylanders. Do you guys know what that is at least?
Skylanders? No.
Yeah. So
missed that one.
My little cousin was young enough that he got like in the craze. But it was a video game on the Wii. It was probably on other consoles, but he was playing it on the Wii at least. But you like had to buy the characters in like separate packs. So like each character's like $10 or whatever.
Oh shoot.
And so you buy the base game, but each character it's basically DLC, but in toy form. You have to take the toy and put it on like the little pad, and it unlocks the character in the game for you. Well, and Disney tried to do that with Disney Infinity, where
I remember
they tried to create their own game and they failed. Like it. Even with putting Marvel and Star Wars characters in it, people just didn't care about it.
Well, that little phase of the toy on the thing didn't last long either.
That's true, but...
So, yeah.
So would like shows like Jessica Jones and all the Marvel content that was produced by Netflix then go to Disney?
I think it would.
Would that get
probably not, because Disney didn't produce it.
Well, because I think that's the same as
like the Defenders, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage.
Well, because I think that they'd be in the same situation they are with Fox and Sony now. How like Fox has
like Netflix has the rights to them. Probably?
Yeah, because they had the contract with them.
Again, like that's like saying I mean, granted there are times where if I produce something, you end up owning it. That just depends on how the contract is written. But I highly doubt that Netflix produced these things without having it in there that they own.
Right.
At least parts of the rights to keep it on there forever. Like, they're not going to say, oh yeah, we spent all this money on producing Daredevil for you. Just take it. Take it with you.
Yeah, that's a huge, market that you're going to lose if they were able to pull that.
Yeah.
But I don't think that would make sense.
I think it only applies to the non-Netflix produced stuff.
Yeah, because they have like Rogue One on there now, Civil War.
Yeah.
Like they have a
but
bunch
those
of
ones are
Disney's,
probably going to be pulled for
and
sure.
Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange, right.
So, and they have a bunch of old Disney movies too now.
Yeah, they had quite the extensive collection there for a minute. So,
Yeah.
But that's another thing that's cool about them is they add stuff and they subtract stuff every month.
It's always
So
annoying
you're
when they
getting-
take stuff that you do kind of want to watch.
You just haven't got around to it.
And a lot of times,
Or,
like,
like-
they try and redo those contracts, too.
Well, like, they're taking Futurama off.
Oh,
And I've
really?
watched through it twice, and, like, not that I'm going to rewatch it anytime soon. I literally watched it earlier, like, this year again, but it's like, it was always nice to just know, hey, if I ever want to watch it, it's just right there.
You know exactly where it is, yeah. Is it on Hulu too, Futurama?
I don't think so.
No? Okay, that was
Because
a different one.
Netflix has it. If Hulu has something, I don't think
Another one would have.
Netflix has it.
Well,
Is this one? Oh, maybe
The
not.
Office and Parks and Rec used to be on both.
No, yeah, I guess it's true.
Yeah, that's
Because
true.
I think Once Upon a Time is on both.
Hulu.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how that works. Well, I think Hulu has the more up-to-date stuff to where Netflix has to wait till the whole season's out. So I think that's also the difference, too.
I personally am not a big Hulu fan. I prefer Netflix over it, but
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
there are some things like the fact that you can only get Rick and Morty on Hulu.
Which they're not even updating the new episodes on there, which I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't know. I've just been watching them on the live stream, so.
There you go.
So good. You haven't even watched the show.
No, I
Shut
know. I
up.
haven't yet. That's one I gotta get around to. I just finished this other new one on Netflix, though. Ozark with Jason Bateman.
Does it have Pickle Rick?
No.
Not worth
It's
it.
Pickle Rick.
Exactly.
Pickle Rick!
That's probably a Rick and Morty reference.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know.
I think I'm gonna have to Photoshop my face onto Pickle Rick.
There you go.
But no,
That's how you
yeah,
got the plan.
you're telling me the Ozark?
Yeah, it's really
I
good.
think isn't it Ozarka? I thought it had
just
an
Ozark.
A.
Just Ozark. Because the family kind of uproots from Chicago to the Ozarks.
That's the one where he's like an accountant or has embezzled
He's an
money. or
accountant, but he's a money launderer for a drug cartel.
something? Okay.
And Jason Bateman's the lead. He's kind of the Walter White character of
Does
this
his family
kinda-
know?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Not right away, but yes. And then some crazy
I
stuff
saw.
happens.
I was going through Netflix the other day looking for something to watch because I've been finishing up The Ranch. I think I still got one season left, but
Oh, the newest ones.
But
So good.
I thought it was funny that they had Arrested Development and then Ozark right next to each
Yeah.
other, so you had two Batemans but
love
very
it.
different looks.
No
Oh, yeah.
kidding. I love Bateman. He's one of my favorites.
Bateman's really good.
But yeah, and then so Ozark just finished that. It was really good in my opinion. It's worth checking out. It's kind of similar to Breaking Bad in some ways,
That's kind of cool.
but it's also very different too. Like the way the family knows and how much they're involved and other stuff like that.
Speaking of old things, have you guys seen Spider-Man yet?
Nope.
Sure haven't. I even saw a movie the other day. And
2 weeks in a row I've said I was going to see it. And I
Yeah.
haven't.
I know, and we even gave you the option
And
to go see
I
it. And
immediately crossed it off my
yeah,
list.
he did. He does not want to see it.
You want to know, speaking of other things that Jay didn't do, my 2 cents.
Yeah.
It's like Bigfoot. Some people claim it exists, and I've never seen it.
I haven't seen it either.
You haven't even filmed it.
Well, no.
You promised. You
I did
promised
promise.
people.
I promised.
I know, we were golfing this morning,
you
and
know,
he was like, oh,
All the times I
need to
could
do
have
that.
done it, I was no.
At this point, it's just going to be like episode 100. We're finally going to release Jay's
The
Lost,
first
my 2 cents.
Yeah, I have no sense. I'm out of change right now, so. But we'll see what
No,
happens.
because you told me earlier you had ideas for it.
I do. I still have ideas. So.
He's like, they're really good. You guys will never know
They're
them because
really
I'm not
good.
filming it, but
It's
they're
gonna
really
be a
good.
really high quality 6 minutes.
Keeping my 2 cents to myself.
I don't want I want you to know my knowledge
No, I'll share something soon. We'll see.
soon. Within his lifetime, he may share it.
Within, yeah. It's out there. It's coming. It's out there. I can feel it.
Don't hold your breath.
Don't hold my breath.
Or do.
Well, you probably would die.
Yeah, you probably would. I would
Just
advise
depends
you
how
not to
much
hold
you
your breath.
trust Jay over here.
Don't hold your breath.
He doesn't seem confident. He's like, I wouldn't. No.
Yeah. We saw Atomic Blonde last night.
We did.
He was telling me about it.
It's actually really intense.
It was intense. It was so intense I fell asleep for 5-10 minutes. There was a very small period of time I can't account for.
That's always a good thing to hear about a movie, right?
See, he says that, but I did not have that same reaction.
Yeah, no, I enjoyed it. There's like Charlize Theron is amazing in it, and it's really cool to know that she did her own stunts in the film.
Which, once you see the movie, the stunts are pretty intense.
Pretty brutal. Yeah. But I heard that it was kind of like the John Wick for females.
That's what I heard.
I don't feel
Definitely
like
not
it wasn't as action
not in
as
the
John
level of John Wick. Nope.
Like, the fighting scenes were, I feel, on kind of that level, but there wasn't as many of them.
Right.
Like, John Wick's almost an all-out fight for 2 hours. And this was more...
There's more espionage
and spy stuff. And
yeah.
when there were fight scenes, they were really good, but there's not, like, a fight scene every
Right.
30 seconds.
No, the choreography for those was very good. It was almost a little too spy-y for me, though. Because
Really?
I got lost when she was a quadruple agent or a quintuple agent, and then the plane with the other people. I got lost somewhere in there. There's a lot, but then I was like, well, either which side you're on, she's gonna kick your ass. You know?
It doesn't matter whose side. I don't know whose side she's on, but she'll kick your butt.
Then the question is, would her or John Wick win in a fight?
Oh, John Wick.
No question.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Yeah, that's pretty... I mean, because she doesn't really use guns that much.
She can, but she was very handy.
Yeah. I feel like John Wick would just shoot her in the head before anything started.
Yeah. I would definitely take John.
Because that's, like, John's more of a hitman and she's a spy.
Okay, so
True.
then
Like,
how about
that's a good point.
her versus Eggsy from Kingsman?
Eggsy. He has more gadgets.
She doesn't give a F about gadgets.
She doesn't. She hardly gives an F about a
Okay,
gun.
how about James Bond? I'm trying to come up with someone here.
She'll be either.
Okay, no, actually, how about Jason Bourne? He doesn't
no.
use gadgets.
That would be a good fist fight.
He uses a lot of random crap, but he doesn't.
Yeah,
have, like,
that'd
She
be no.
would
That
use a lot of
that's
random stuff
yeah.
too.
That I think that's a better mix for her.
Yeah.
Yeah, she definitely can take a hit though. Like, I think that's what I liked about the.
A couple hits.
Yeah, I liked that about the movie because like they're intense fight scenes, but like you can tell the people getting tired and like there's parts where they're so beat up, like she goes to get up and like she just
stumbles
falls,
and the guy's like trying to
stumbles.
still go after her. He's
And, like-
like concussed or something, moving around.
So I definitely think that was very realistic, and I think like one dude gets stabbed in the back, like with a knife, and he's fighting the girl, and he's like choking her out, and then like he's done with it, and he totally kind of forgets the knife's in his back and goes to like lean
up
back,
against
and
the
he
wall,
like
and then he pushes it
like
further.
and he's like oh, and he can't like reach the knife, so he's like trying to get it out, and so it was pretty good,
Yeah.
but
It was decent.
yeah,
It's probably better than Spider-Man.
no,
But I don't know.
no, you wouldn't know because you refuse to see it for some stupid reason.
do.
I do think it's funny the movies that you have decided to spend your money on instead
True.
of Spider-Man.
What movie did you see the other day?
Which one?
You said
You,
you
you
were
saw
going to go
something
see
like
it the
a
other
week
day.
or two ago.
Is that Baby Driver?
Yeah, I saw Baby Driver.
Actually, I did hear that was a good movie.
I liked Baby Driver.
and that I would probably like it.
I think you would like it actually.
I just don't like Jamie Foxx.
He was great in it. I like Jamie Foxx.
I'm not a big Jamie Foxx person either.
I like Jamie Foxx.
I'm very select on like I didn't mind him in Django.
Did you ever see him in that Tom Cruise one?
I don't like
Collateral?
Tom Cruise.
He's like a.
I don't like Tom Cruise.
Oh, that's such a good
Never saw
movie
that one.
though.
Tom Cruise can.
But the Mummy, bro, the Mummy.
Oh yeah.
Did you know that?
Didn't see that one either.
I didn't see
I
that.
don't think most people do.
My brother saw it, but did you know Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde's in it?
Didn't. Makes sense though, because they're trying to do that monster
No,
universe.
and that's
thing.
exactly what it is. And Russell Crowe plays
Oh,
that
Dr.
character.
Jekyll? Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. So
He's
and
saying
that's
Jackal.
isn't that what it is?
No.
Jekyll, bro.
What is it?
Jekyll.
That's what I'm saying.
Jackal.
He said Jackal. You heard him say Jackal.
I thought he
didn't
said
you?
No, that's
Jekyll.
wait.
Dr.
What are you
Jekyll.
saying?
Jekyll.
J-E. not
That's what I'm
J-A.
saying. Jekyll.
That's not how he pronounced it a second
Yeah, the
ago.
way you're saying it. Yeah, see again. We'll play the tape.
I don't see what I'm saying different.
Anyway.
Anyway,
You're pronouncing it like an
So
A.
does your brother even like it?
my brother said Tom Cruise was the worst part of it.
So, well, he's the main part, so...
He said the movie was good, just the fact
But
that Tom
I hated the
Cruise was.
lead.
I feel like... What movies did your brother not like?
There's a lot he doesn't like. My brother's real picky.
And he liked the movie?
He said he thought the plot. I don't think like he said he thought the plot was good. He just didn't like Tom Cruise and yeah. But like I wouldn't. He didn't say it was like a great and the best movie, but he said how it was executed and how it's going into the monster franchise. It was like decent.
Okay. I wonder how far they're gonna get with that franchise.
I don't think
Because this one was like the lead off to try.
It was a terrible lead off.
That's what I'm saying.
Let's see what they got on IMDb, shall we?
Because I think
I'm guessing a 4.
it might have made a little money, but in terms of what they were setting out to reach,
It's a 5.6.
it's kind of a flap.
That's about 1.6 more than it should have.
It has made $80 million in the U.S.
Ooh, that sucks. Because what was its budget?
Probably
$125 million.
So that's $45 million lost, but that doesn't account for worldwide.
I'm not on box office.
I mean,
Mojo,
they
so it
may
doesn't
break
list.
even worldwide. Maybe.
Yeah, but to then use this movie as a platform to launch a huge universe, and you're barely breaking even.
Well, and apparently at the end, Tom Cruise is the mummy. So
Spoiler alert,
Yeah.
sir.
What if I was gonna
Now I can't
see it?
if you haven't seen Spider-Man yet, you're definitely not fucking seeing the mummy. So both of you,
Both of them will be
jack
in Redbox
off.
There's a
by the
difference
end of Labor Day.
because I probably will eventually see the Mummy. I just am not gonna pay money. To
you
see
also
it.
don't care though.
It's true. I don't care.
I don't care about money. I don't care about Spider-Man. Although I'll see it.
I
will
do
see it.
want to see Spider-Man.
I'm gonna tell you
I just
how it
don't
ends.
care
His
as much
uncle
about it.
dies.
How dare you?
You, Uncle Ben dies.
He's not even.
Way to go, man.
I know. Thankfully, I'm
He's
glad
not
that
even
he's
in
not.
it. Oh, thank goodness. Yeah.
Because he's dead before Civil War.
I'll give you a hint though.
Oh yeah, sure.
I'll give you a hint. Tony Stark's not going to be in any other movies.
Except for Infinity War.
No.
They're filming Avengers 4 right now, I think.
Yeah, they started
he's,
4.
He's, Spider-Man, he's not making it out.
Shut up.
Vulture is.
I can tell
actually
you
Uncle
anything,
Ben.
and you don't know.
Well, except that we know that one's false.
Don't
Yeah,
know
like
that.
I heard his voice in the trailer. For
We've
Infinity
seen the
War.
leaked trailer.
It's called flashbacks or holograms.
Holograms.
I like Tupac.
Oh no!
That's how I brought it up.
Dude, I don't even have
How
to.
many episodes is that in a row where there's at least one reference mention of Tupac?
At least this time it was a legitimate reference instead of
guess.
just trying to make a stupid
RJ
joke.
just wants all eyes on him.
That's true.
That's why you opened by saying
That's another
Tupac.
We never
Tupac
tech-
reference, guys.
You know,
'cause
we
all eyes
kinda
on me.
just,
No,
like,
okay.
I get
Blood,
it.
yeah, we just
All eyes
completely ignored you and continued on. We never
need
technically
changes.
introduced ourselves at any point.
That's
or said,
Change is
true.
also Tupac song.
What?
What?
Should we introduce ourselves?
That would be a Hail Mary. Another Tupac song.
Now you're just gonna.
I'm RJ.
references. I'm Jordan.
I'm Dylan.
This is next topic. I think number 25? 25.
We're a quarter century in.
Yep.
Yeah, fair enough.
So see you guys in
a
75 more
bajillion
episodes.
years.
75.
Episode 100 is going to be pretty cool. We might...
Be
We're
naked.
I'm gonna have a huge
Jay's going to jump off the roof.
beard. Yeah, we're gonna celebrate.
Dude, we should all do beards for the 100th episode.
All right. Well, you guys better start.
Yeah, Jay will have his tomorrow. Meanwhile, me and RJ are like, I haven't shaved in 6
I already placed my
months.
order. We're good.
I hate beards.
Yeah.
Hey, on me. Like,
You don't like
this is
that?
about as long as I will...
You also hate shaving.
Well, that's deep.
So you're in a very
That's
weird
true.
spot.
I just use... Like, I just
He uses my
buzz
beard
it down
trimmer.
as low as I can, but I don't completely shave. But I do that every week, because this is about as long as I
Can
care to
tolerate.
have it.
Yeah.
Dude.
In March, I grew it out for
I
the
remember,
entire
yeah.
month, and that got annoying.
Let's get it all itchy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially down here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's the part I shave is there. You know, I just cut an inch off of this, so
You can't
this,
tell.
Can't tell.
I know it's long.
I see that your arm is lacking.
Oh yeah, I don't know if you guys can see, but
There's
I
no way they
There's
can.
no way they can
Anyway, I singed
I'm right here. And I
a
can't
lot
see.
of the hair off my arm.
It was his doing. He was trying to get you back from making him
Yeah.
shave
So
his
what I
arms.
did was I told him to turn the propane
Yeah.
high, really high, before he lights it. Why don't you tell him how you did it?
So I was at my dad's house, and the little starter button on his grill doesn't work, or it does, but I didn't know. I thought it was gone because it wasn't in the spot. So like I turned them on and I had it shut, and I went to hit it. And I was like, oh, it's not there. So I walk inside to get the lighter, and I walk out and open, and whoom, just not thinking, and it just shoots at me, and
he
like
had
I put
it
my
on
arm in
high
the way.
before he even lit it.
Yeah, but and then the funny story of that is I texted my girlfriend. I was like, how fond of my arm hair are you? And her response is, I swear to God, Dylan, if you're doing one of those shaving bets on your stupid podcast, it's the stupidest thing ever. I don't want to hear about it. It's like, actually, I burnt it on a grill. And she's like, well, you're still dumb.
We should try to come up with something
for
whoever places the worst of the three of us in fantasy. Something.
Ooh, I like that. Yeah.
The winner gets to kick my brother in the nuts since he won last year and didn't know it.
Yeah, that's just.
I told him today. I was like, "You're playing in our fantasy league." He's like, "Why?" Like,
he doesn't want to do it.
No. He was like, "Why?" I didn't even do good last year. I was like, "You won, you freaking asshole!" And he was like, "I did." He's like, "Yay, winner!" I was like, "I'm gonna slap you."
So much at stake.
It's annoying.
Is he gonna do our 4-man?
Probably
For the draft.
I'm not gonna give him an option.
What the fuck?
I'm holding him winning above his head. I'm saying since
he
won.
He won.
I know.
The defending champion.
That really makes us look bad. I just have the excuse if I was playing in 4 leagues.
I was too.
So
did any of you win yours?
I ended up on a toilet
I got
seat because I came in last.
I lost to the person who won in the semifinals in one of mine.
I
made it to the playoffs in 2 of them. Didn't make this playoff, and then didn't make the 4th playoff.
I made 50%.
So I made it in the playoffs in the 2 that I cared the most about.
Yeah,
there you go.
I think one that's different. I'm doing the auction league this year for one of them, and I'm not.
That's trickier if you don't know what you're doing.
And that's what I hear. I don't know what I'm like.
How much money you got?
I don't know.
The one that I played in, I think it was 200.
And is the do you bid up players?
Yeah, it starts at we probably don't want to get too far into this, but it would be his turn to put someone up for auction. So he'd be like, I want Marshawn Lynch, and he sets whatever his original bid is. So maybe he says $8, and I say, all right, at that point, anybody else can say, no, 10. You say 20. Usually it's 1 in increments of 1, right. But some people are just like, I know that he's gonna go up this high anyway. Like most good running backs will go up to 40 or something.
Dang.
You spend most of years on you probably spend a fifth of your money on one person on your best, the person you think is gonna be your best.
Dang.
Because your kicker and your defense are gonna be $1 each, unless you're an idiot. Even $2. Most of your
$150.
You're gonna spend half your money on 2 to 3 players total.
Dang. Half your cap.
Because granted he got hurt, but I got Andrew Luck for $5 in the end. At the end of the
So how at that point throughout the year do you switch and get new players?
It's after the draft. It's just regular.
So you can add and drop.
Yeah.
Free agents.
Okay. Yeah, see, that's where I don't know.
You're leaning out of frame.
I know.
Sir.
I just noticed that. I was like, I just sitting back here.
The only time it's acceptable to go out of frame is if you actually fall and we just get to see you disappear.
Right.
We should push him, but don't tell him.
Okay.
Shh.
So actually, I have a little game planned for you guys.
All right.
How familiar are you with Parks and Rec?
Ooh, not as great. Not that great.
I'm very familiar with Parks and Recreation.
Yeah.
Okay. How familiar are you with Kanye West?
Less familiar.
Probably more. I don't know.
All right. Well,
so we're
gonna we'll keep track somewhere. Is there a piece of paper over there we can mark something on? I'm gonna keep track of score so we know who wins. This is called Who Said It? Kanye West or Jean-Ralphio Saperstein.
Oh,
courtesy of BuzzFeed.
All right.
Jean-Ralphio.
So we got Dylan, we got
Jay.
For whatever reason,
annoying.
I wrote Dylan on that side and Jay on that side. But
that's all right.
All right.
Jean-Ralphio.
Here we go. There's 15 total.
Okay.
So.
Stretch.
Wait, hold on.
I'm here when you get up in the morning. Sure thing. I'll be there tucking you into bed at night. Is that Kanye or Jean-Ralphio?
Let's go with the Parks and Rec.
So you think it's Jean-Ralphio?
I agree with that.
You guys are both right that it's Jean-Ralphio.
Yeah.
All right.
About to clap really
I
hard.
know.
I feel like I'm too busy writing history to read it.
Jean-Ralphio.
Kanye.
Kanye is correct.
Dang.
So right now, Jay is up.
Dang.
These are
Fur
real.
pillows are hard to actually sleep on.
I'm gonna say Kanye.
I'm gonna say Ralphio.
It is Kanye.
Damn it!
Dang.
You know you're Kanye, apparently.
Knew it.
If I go with Ralphie, I'm bound to get one right.
I'm just gonna guess whatever you guess the next.
When
12
life
turns.
gives you lemons, you steal your grandma's jewelry and go
Ralphio.
clubbing.
That's Ralphio.
Ralphio.
Jean-Ralphio. All right, so 4-2. I almost fell asleep during that sentence.
Kanye.
Kanye.
That is Jean-Ralphio.
Oh, the one time I didn't do it. Oh.
People ask me a lot about my drive. I think it comes from, like, having a sexual addiction at a really young age.
That's Ralphio.
Yeah, let's go Ralph.
That would be Kanye.
What?
Oh, no. Sexual addiction at a young age? Jeez. Jeez.
Alright, here's the next one.
Thought I knew Kanye. Apparently not.
That's too much responsibility.
Ralphio.
I'll say Ralphio.
Jean-Ralphio is correct. Alright, so it's 5-3.
I thought I could identify them, but Kanye says some stupid shit too.
Yeah, he's very Kardashian-esque.
You should only believe about 90% of what I say. As a matter of fact, don't believe anything I'm saying at all.
I feel like I heard Ralphio say that, but I also feel like that's Kanye.
I'm gonna say Kanye.
I'm gonna go Ralphio.
It is Kanye.
Damn it!
You are now doubling Dylan's score, 6-3.
It's because you're just guessing Kanye.
I've got majority of Kanye's right.
I think you've
He does know Kanye, I guess.
I guess.
I rock a bespoke suit, and I go to Harold's for fried chicken.
Ralphio.
Kanye.
It is Kanye.
Oh, dude.
I hope you brought a change of clothes because your eyes are about to piss tears.
I hope that's Ralphio.
I'm gonna still go Kanye.
It is Jean-Ralphio.
He got me.
Technically, I'm homeless.
Kanye.
Kanye, yeah.
That is Jean-Ralphio.
No, I remember him saying that now. Mother.
Alright, just bounce, 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 bounce. Now all the ladies saying bounce, 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 bounce.
Again, I feel like all.
Kanye.
Yeah, Kanye.
That would be Jean-Ralphio.
Dang.
It's like when Biggie died and Jay-Z was allowed to become Jay-Z.
Oh, that's definitely Kanye.
I'm gonna say Ralphio.
That would be Kanye. It is 7-5. With 2 left.
Oh man, pressure.
I hate when I'm on a flight and I wake up with a water bottle next to me. Like, oh great, now I gotta be responsible for this water bottle.
Wow. I'm gonna say Kanye.
Oh, mother freaker.
Cause that's just silly.
We're fun. I was gonna say Ralphio.
It's Kanye.
Dang it.
Which means you won.
But let's just keep going.
We got one last
Who
one.
says, what person that's not a written character says that? Like, come on.
Kanye, he says a lot of
And
nerdy stuff.
the final one. Drop the microphone. Get out of that bitch.
Ralphio.
That is correct. Which means... So you got 6, you got 9. When I went through and did it, I got 8.
Oh,
so,
dang.
So you apparently know,
I know
it the
too
best.
much about Kanye.
You know it the best. I know nothing about Kanye, other than he loves himself. So
He does.
Dude,
I wanna love something as much as Kanye loves Kanye.
Dude, who says that shit?
water bottle.
I won't be sponsible for this
Ralphio is a
wow.
written character meant to be funny. He's being serious. Like, I don't understand that.
You can just blame this on his sex addiction from a young age.
That is just the stupidest shit I've ever heard.
There was one in there. Let me go find it.
It's just I don't want to be responsible.
That, yeah.
I was just addicted.
The one where it's you should only believe about 90% of what I say. That one to me sounds like a PT fact.
Oh yeah.
Like we worked with a guy who would just make up stuff all the time.
Oh,
So
yeah.
would Micah.
Well, yeah, but who do you think PT got it from?
Yeah. That's true.
Like there was one time where he like started doing like the Zoidberg scuttle and was just like, all cats are afraid of if you are afraid of a good scuttle. And then, like he chased like one of the other coworkers by going woo, 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 after them, and they like ran away because they weren't sure what
Did it
he was
work on
doing.
the cat?
It did work on a cat. Well, and so then we pointed out, we're like, well, why did Joey run away? Then he was like, oh, because all humans are technically felines. And you're just like, what
What are you
doing?
saying? Some people are like that, though.
I just.
There's always a couple guys you work with that are just like, what? Where'd you hear that? And why are you telling everybody else that? Sounds inaccurate.
I just don't like Kanye, and I like him. Like
likes
I like him less now, and I didn't like him a lot to begin with.
That was just 15 quotes. Just wait
That
till
was
you
just
read
15.
the book. No, I'm just kidding.
See, originally I had wanted to do one where I asked you if it was a real movie plot or not, and came up with, but I forgot to do anything for that, and so I was like,
That one's going to be a good one.
That would be.
I like arrived here and I was like, dang it. I remember this thing, so I looked it up real
BuzzFeed.
quick just to have you
BuzzFeed's
guys
kinda
do
cool.
it.
That's
BuzzFeed
I
always
never
has
get
like
on
stuff like
BuzzFeed.
that.
They're very clickbaity, though. I kind of hate
No, they
BuzzFeed.
can be clickbaity. A lot of stuff's
You got
clickbaity
on them
nowadays.
to
though.
get materials.
I
so
know.
it works.
I did.
Well,
They've got some good stuff,
true.
but when that's like 5% of what they post.
You're not worth it.
Yeah, you gotta sort through a lot of BS there.
I mean, okay, so there was one time where
I said PS.
I went on. There was a BuzzFeed article on why Ross is the worst character on Friends, because I was having this argument. I think he's the worst character. I hate him.
Hey,
Worst.
who's the worst character
Worst
on
character.
Friends?
Ross.
And so there was like this BuzzFeed article that got sent to me by one of my friends. It was why Ross is the best character, and I looked at it. I was like, I've read this same article from and it uses, I think it was like 10 of the 12 points were exactly the same, just flipped the way that they worded like why he was the best and why he was the worst.
So
And
preferential.
I'm like, you literally used the same stuff.
But what if
That's
what you
clickbait
hate
for
people
sure.
like?
That's clickbait for sure because they're playing both sides.
Exactly, because they were both by BuzzFeed.
Yep.
That's just lazy writing.
Sounds like some.
That sounds like
we don't have to redo any research. We already got it here.
Yeah, we already have all the research. Just change your point of view. Make it sound good.
Put them out 6 months from each other. No one will know.
Ooh, that's smart.
Like when we redo our Halloween episode that we already filmed in the past.
That's true.
Dude, I feel, this is throwing it out there, that we all have to see the new It movie together. That way we can talk about
Waste
it.
my money.
Where's my money?
I'm just saying, I feel like we should. That way we can all have nightmares
Let's see what the
together.
reviews are first.
It's a killer clown! You
That's
don't need
scary.
reviews.
It's gonna be scary.
Yeah, but you have a wife to cuddle with and protect
She ain't
you.
gonna see that. She
Yeah,
won't
but she'll
see
protect you when you're scared.
that. Yeah, I'm sure. She won't even let me tell her about the movie.
Someone,
It's
dude,
weird.
Tina's scary when you wake her up from sleeping. I couldn't imagine someone breaking into your house. Only God can save them.
Right. That's true. I am saved and protected.
Yeah,
So.
yeah.
I have my Halo energy sword hanging above my bed so I can grab it if I ever need it.
There you go. See, that's how you come prepared.
I don't think that kills killer clowns.
You never know.
It's a one-shot kill unless
Yeah,
they
man.
parry it at the same time. I don't,
Yeah, which
It's like he's
who's
never
gonna
played
be
Halo.
Who's gonna be
What if they shoot you?
sharp enough to do that?
Well, only the shotgun kills you fast enough to stop it.
It's a killer clown.
So you're telling me that he has a shotgun?
I'm telling you, killer clown beats Halo energy sword.
I disagree.
Because he's technically a demon.
You said he was the clown.
Yeah, but he's a demon disguised as a clown, if I remember the book correctly.
With the energy sword, though.
Could you imagine?
I've killed demons in Doom.
No. So that just made me think. Could you imagine if they made like a horror film based in like a sci-fi, like that kind
Alien.
of. No. But what I'm talking.
Predator.
Stranger Things.
No, different though. What I'm talking about, like in an action movie setting. So like in that case, the video game, like an energy sword. Like, what is like Freddy Krueger gonna do with someone with like a lightsaber? See, like imagine like horror movie meets Star Wars. Like I don't feel like a Jedi is gonna be scared of a killer clown.
I feel like they've already made some kind of movie somewhere. Not Star Wars meets it, but a horror movie sci-fi. I mean,
Cabin in the
Stranger
Woods.
Things.
No, that was a comedy.
It was a horror movie.
Oh, no.
Yes. There was
totally
comedic parts.
It was Joss Whedon doing
So.
a really cool spin on a horror movie, but
Yeah.
it was like not.
Oh, so it is
to
a
be
horror
taken.
movie.
No, it's just it's not to be taken seriously as a horror movie. It's more of a spoof.
No, that is definitely not a spoof movie.
I don't know.
That was a
Spoof's
cool
bad.
addition because it has all the monsters. Like they're all. That's how the plot's set up.
The Mummy.
But it's just like I guess like you always think of like the horror movies and it's like, oh, this is an unstoppable force, but if you put it in like a universe.
Well, I mean, I guess the question is, depending on what rules you come up with for said universe, could a demon clown be killed by a lightsaber in that universe that you've created?
Well, I think it'd be kind of interesting. Like,
Is the demon clown a Sith Lord? Do they have any affiliations with the Empire? These are questions I need to know before I make my answer.
Is it just Darth Maul with a wig?
Has he had proper training?
but that would be a good spoof movie.
Also, Freddy Krueger appears in your dreams. I don't know that your dream lightsaber is going to do anything.
I don't know, but Jedi like have better control of like that stuff. So like Yoda.
I like how we're arguing whether Freddy Krueger can be in the Star Wars universe.
Stupid.
Oh, you see, Yoda could dream
So
powerful that
there's
lucid dreams, and then he could just stop him.
there's one episode of Rick and Morty where it goes with Inception. So it's like they're trying to incept Morty's math teacher to help him to let him pass math. So they go into his dream, and in his dream, the math teacher's like a murderer, and he's killing everybody. What? So they go into like his wife's dreams in that dream. And then there's like it's a nightmare so there's like this scary.
Well, no, you forgot the sex slaving one.
Oh, sorry, she's in that one. It's like she has like,
it's like a BDSM sex dream.
What?
And
he's going in her dream to incept?
Yeah, so that's the second layer, and so then he goes into another layer where then it's Freddy Krueger and well, it's not Freddy Krueger because
it's like a knockoff Freddy Krueger.
Yeah.
And like this little girl, and then they go into the little girl's dream where Freddy Krueger is again. So they go into Freddy Krueger's dream where he like goes home to his.
Well, no, first he goes home because he's like, "You can't hide from me," and they're like, "Wait, he's just
we can hide," and so they just hide
from him. He's like, "This is bullshit." So he goes home,
and then like
to watch this.
They follow him home and like help him improve his home life. So then he
does like become Freddy Krueger.
Basically, they take him back to like the first dream to like
because he can
scare the math teacher.
Can jump through dreams. So yeah,
they scare the math teacher into giving Morty a hand. That's literally how they do it.
That sounds hilarious.
So and then they like go through all it's
or there's another one where it's like there's parasites that basically the way they take over is suddenly there would be a fourth person here, but all of us have memories of that person, so we don't have any idea that they weren't already there.
They weren't.
They just create a person.
Yeah.
But we all have memories of them as a person, so we don't know like who the parasite is.
It's like so the parasite like gives you like a whole life full of thoughts with them. So they're trying to identify. So the only way to get rid of the parasite is kill them all. So they only start off like. Well, it starts off with, like, there's an uncle sitting at the table, and everyone's like, and Rick walks in and just shoots him in the head, and everyone's like, what? And he's like, it was a parasite. But we have memories of him. He's like, no, that's what they do. And then he's like...
just go into this whole thing where eventually there's this huge group of people.
New characters are popping up, and, like, so they're trying to figure out what the parasites are, and so they're all, like, pointing guns at each other to, like, trying to figure out who to kill.
Jeez.
To the point where, like, Rick and Morty are pointing guns at like his sister because they can't remember if she's an actual person or not.
That's intense.
It's so good. Yeah,
But yes, you should see it.
They're on season 3 now. They just started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the first 2 on Netflix.
Tonight will be the third.
No, the first 2 are on Hulu, which you have my Hulu account on your Xbox.
Yeah.
That's how I watched it.
I
watched it all in one day.
It's
nice.
It's so good. Like, they're not super long. They're just
like
like
20 minutes.
Really.
And there's only like 10, 11 episodes a season.
Oh yeah, I can do that.
So they're brilliant. But yeah, that one was like going in and they hide from him, and then like, because what happens is Freddy Krueger goes home and he's all mad. And she's like, "I told you don't bring your work here." And they have like a little kid who's like, "I'm sorry, I'm just frustrated." So they like go into his dreams and like help him, and it's just like, what's going on? But yeah.
I don't even remember how the heck we started talking about. Oh, we were talking about Freddy Krueger fighting a
demon
Jedi.
Apparently, the director that just did Annabelle, the sequel, she wants to, or that person wants to reboot like Elm Street. So
I just feel like they've been done
somewhat recently.
There
We had one.
There was. They're at this point done so much. My thing is the Annabelle is in the Conjuring series, which is based off a true story. So how are they still basing them?
Well,
off
this
true
one
stories?
is supposed to be the creation of it.
Right, it's like a prequel.
But is it still based on true stories?
Well,
or
I mean,
at this
that
point, is
Annabelle
it all
doll's
fiction?
based on a true story.
I'm
but
sure
I think at this point
anything is
dramatized,
just made up.
Yeah.
Because in the Conjuring,
And
was
even saying based on a true story really means nothing
Loosely,
these
yeah,
days. It's
yeah,
like,
because everything
oh, there was this
dramatized.
person named Jay and Dylan, and I'm basing this off that, except that they fought aliens.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
Because I remember, like, Texas Chainsaw Massacre is, like, based on true story. And, like, the real dude wasn't... He's actually... It was one guy, and he never... I think he only killed, like, 1 people, and then they, like, mix it with other, like, stories and they dramatize it. Yeah.
The guy
he never
did.
did. And he never wore people's actual faces. I think he made, like, a lampshade out of someone else.
Yeah.
I could be completely wrong.
It's
but
pretty disgusting.
I remember it not being at all, like, the movie.
It's not exactly... Yeah, and then they're redoing that, too. They're doing a Leatherface movie now.
How many times can we redo the same horror movies before we realize it's just...
they're going to keep doing it until they stop making money.
Yeah, so
are those still making money, though?
I don't know, probably.
Well, yeah, especially horror movies, because those are the easiest to net profit off your budget, because they don't cost as much to make as regular
That's
movies.
true. You don't even
Or
need lights.
Because you're not really using a ton of...
CGI or stuff like that. A lot of horror movies tend to have, like, isolated locations, so you only have a set amount of locations within a script.
Like a camp.
in the woods.
Yeah.
I mean, or like a single house or one little neighborhood.
Yeah. Or even if you have
I
a
guess
few,
it's
like
true.
2 or 3, like those low budget horror films like Blair Witch and Paranormal, you know, they were made for tens of thousands of dollars and they net millions. So,
I guess that's true.
But just horror movies in general tend to have lower budgets. So, and you know, people like seeing those type of movies get scared. Or
I bet
else, but
Friday the 13th or just Jason in general is probably the person who's been in the most movies. But that's just my guess. I could be wrong.
Ghostface. Well, there's only how many
Ghostface?
screams?
Who's Ghostface?
How many screams? The dude from Scream. But there's only 4 or 5 screams, so.
Yeah, no. Yeah, it's probably Freddy or Jason.
Have to be.
Or Michael. Halloween's. Did they redo a lot of those?
I don't think there's as many as.
All right, this is under horror slasher films for Box Office Mojo. What would you guess the best grossing
Franchise?
one under that
Like
is?
the franchise or horror movie in general?
In general, because there's
Paranormal.
there's 99 films listed
I'm
here.
gonna say
So
Paranormal.
I don't think that's counted as a slasher.
Oh, you're right. That's not my bad.
I'd say Saw. One of the Saws, maybe?
I would say Scream.
Actually, not. Probably not Saw.
Scream is correct.
Scream.
I like the Scream movies.
103 million.
Yeah, Wes Craven did he did a lot of.
And
this
then
stuff.
Scream 2, then Scream 3. So
Oh, wow. So that was probably the most successful.
then Freddy vs. Jason, and then the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
I don't think I've ever seen the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Matthew McConaughey wasn't even in one.
He was.
Now
Not the
now we can look at horror supernatural. What do you think?
Paranormal was up there.
That budget.
Paranormal Activity is number 8. I can tell you both of the following ones are worse than that.
Sinister.
This is for horror /
This is
paranormal?
horror supernatural.
Supernatural?
Sinister.
I'm not even seeing
That's
Sinister
the one
on
that
the
scared
list
me
at
the
all.
most out of anything.
Conjuring. Conjuring's
Insidious is at 32.
Conjuring.
Sinister's 40. The Conjuring is 5.
Top 5. No, that's dated. I bet this new one's gonna clean up though, probably. They're already planning a sequel.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing it on here.
Man, what is the first one then?
Saw, Scream.
I feel like
Blair Witch.
the first one
No.
would not be my guess. Blair Witch is 4. The Sixth Sense is number 8.
I don't even
Not
put
even
that
on
as
my
a
But I
horror.
wouldn't
don't
count
even
it
put that
as a horror.
Yeah, it
Very
wasn't on my radar.
suspense.
But then if you go, then The Exorcist would be number 2.
Oh, how did you get
The Exorcist, that makes sense. But what's number 1 then?
The Sixth Sense.
Oh, The
The
Sixth
Sixth
Sense,
which
yeah.
doesn't...
Not even on my radar.
That's not really a horror movie to me. Like,
No.
M. Night Shyamalan doesn't really... I
It
mean,
is supernatural, but...
more supernatural. I
And
guess some of
then
his
What
are-
Lies Beneath is 3.
What Lies Beneath
Which
this
one's
3?
that?
That's an older one with like Harrison
And
Ford and
then
Michelle Pfeiffer, I think.
The Ring is 6.
Oh, The Ring.
Those ones freak me out.
And The Grudge is 7.
Yeah.
The Ring and The Grudge are the reason I don't like little kids.
They always use like
Annabelle
scary
was
girls.
15. The original one.
Conjuring 2? Was that top 10?
Conjuring
Because
2.
you said Conjuring is number 5. Because they're going to do a third one of those too.
I'm not even seeing Conjuring 2 on here.
Must have been lower.
So on the same note,
I've got like 60 and I'm not seeing it.
Yeah, probably not then.
on the same note, have you guys seen the Angry Birds movie?
Sorry, Conjuring 2 is 10. I just missed it.
Oh, 10.
No, I have
What was
not.
top 10?
It
No.
may be the scariest movie I've ever seen.
Why would that one be scary,
'Cause
bro?
it was so bad. Nah, that's a lie. The Emoji movie is probably the scariest.
It's
thing
doing
I've ever seen.
terrible.
I
Which is
haven't even
good.
looked. It
It
just
gives me a
looks
little
bad.
bit of faith in humanity that the Emoji movie is not doing well.
That's
Yeah, because
I agree with
audiences
that.
aren't buying BS. Like, what's the point?
The Emoji movie.
We're all out of BS.
Let's
Sorry.
look. I feel like that's all this podcast has become, is looking at how movies did.
That's fine.
I think it's been a rough summer for... Like,
The production budget was $50 million for the Emoji movie.
50 mil?
Actually, I'm a little annoyed at how well it's done compared
80.
to that. Domestically, you say 80?
60.
It's 65,000, million. Domestically, 33 million foreign. So it's almost twice its budget still. What it's made.
It's a shame, though.
Dude, my
But
arms
the
just
reviews
looks like
all
burnt hair.
are that it's garbage.
Yeah,
so.
it was like a 7% or something.
What
on
is
Rotten
its
Tomatoes.
rating? I want
It's
7.
horrible. It was like single digits, I'm pretty sure. Rotten Tomatoes had it at single digits.
Now Emoji Movie will forever be in my IMDb search. 1.8 out of 10 on IMDb.
Ooh.
A 12 Metascore.
That's probably one more than it deserves. Should be
That's
more like
1.2
0.8.
high.
that's 1 point.
1.2 high. Oh, man.
Ugh.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I feel like this summer was very weird. I feel like a lot came out, but there wasn't a whole lot of
A lot came
really
out, not a lot of
exciting
substance,
things. Yeah.
though. Yeah.
It was just like here and there stuff.
Like, I don't think there's been, like, one crazy big blockbuster.
I think once October hits is when things are gonna start.
Mm-hmm.
I think for me things more getting closer. What I'm excited for.
They're all at the end of the year.
Yeah.
Hmm.
The end of the year definitely took over the summer blockbusters.
So far, well, I think this year's slate has a stronger end of the year.
I think Netflix had a lot of things that came out that I was really excited for, and I think Netflix did really good coming out with more
Netflix is
exciting.
coming out.
Yeah.
I think we sort of really quickly touched on the Will Smith Bright.
Yeah.
Is that out yet?
No.
but
They-
it looks
they have a trailer
interesting.
out, though.
Yeah. So, and I think like that's where I think Netflix cleaned house this summer because they came out with a lot of things
And they're
that
still coming
were
out
really
more.
good and exciting. Yeah.
Did you guys know there's a second Starship Troopers coming out this month?
I heard about
There
that. Yeah.
was already a second one, so
Okay, well, Trader of Mars, whichever one that is.
that's
then.
like 3 or so. Huh. I wonder if they have like the original cast because one's a lot older.
Starship Troopers?
Yeah, that's the one where they go to
It's got Neil Patrick Harris in it.
It's kind of he
They
was
go
in
and fight the bugs.
Neil Patrick Harris was in the original ones.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Yeah.
With,
No, this new one
There's
does
like
not
3
have
or
him in
4
it.
of those.
Oh, I thought that's
There
right.
were like 4 of those.
Is there 4? I think
I've only ever seen the first one.
I think the
I saw the second one.
the
There's
original
a third
cast.
one,
Oh
too.
no, there is a third one. I actually have I own all of them.
The third one
The third
has
one
the
is
same
more-
guys than the first one.
No.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. The third one is more like a horror, or maybe
They're all
the
horror.
second one's
The second
not
one's
really.
like
It's more
isolated.
sci-fi. One's maybe it's the second one that's isolated, and the third
Looking
one's
at
where
this,
they bring back the old one.
The only
Yeah.
thing so far that I've seen that I'm at all interested in
Kingsman.
doesn't come until Kingsman
When is
in
that?
September. Also the Lego Ninjago movie. I will not
That
spend
actually
any money
looks-
for it.
yeah, but
because I still haven't seen the Lego Batman movie.
Which I
didn't
heard
see
was
Lego
really
Batman.
good.
I
Really?
liked the Lego movie
I heard it was
a
good.
lot.
Yeah.
And I've heard that's really good too. But so far I haven't really seen. And then Blade Runner's in October. Again, I'm not going to spend money on it.
I'm
but,
excited about it though.
Let's see Blade Runner.
Um,
Thor November.
yeah, there's
Star
Leatherface
Wars.
October.
What else is there? There's this new Jennifer Lawrence movie coming out. I think Mother in September.
I've hashed it. I personally don't care.
What is it about? I haven't even.
It's like a horror movie, I think.
Is
too.
it?
Yeah. Like,
There we go, Thor Ragnarok.
there's a trailer out for it. I haven't seen it though.
Wait, you guys said that Tom Segura is on the 3rd or the 2nd of
Second.
November?
Second.
Good. Well, no, because that's the night that Thor comes out.
Is that a Thursday or a Friday?
Well, it would have to be November 3rd is when it's listed, which means that's the Friday usually.
Oh,
So it'll be on the 2nd.
So you can
I'll
see it on the
just see.
second. At night.
Yeah, or you could come see Tom Segura with us.
On the third.
No, Tom Segura.
Or my dates
second.
are backed up. Oh yeah, okay. Well, dang.
So you see the other Thursday or Friday. I mean, I'm going to Tom Segura.
Bam.
Then I'll go see Thor.
Thor's gonna be better than Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah.
Well, no one's debating that. Well, you don't know because you haven't seen Spider-Man.
I know.
They're
I
coming
know.
out with the 4th Insidious
I know. Wait, what? Nope. Not interested.
They're
in
coming out with the
January
second.
for some reason.
What is that? The Paddington Bear? They're coming out with
Paddington Bear. Oh, we got 50 Shades Freed in February.
Yes! Alright! Valentine's!
50
Woo!
Shades Freed.
That's
That's
the
a third one.
Is that the name?
Thankfully,
of
I've
the
never seen the other
No,
ones.
I don't know.
Maze Runner: The Death Cure is coming out 2000.
That's actually, I like the Maze
Maze Runner?
Runners. Those were pretty
the
good.
second one was god awful.
Is that the one?
I've never read the books, but it sucked regardless of that.
It's kind of how like that Divergent series went. Like the first
Tomb
two
Raider
were good.
movie 2018.
Who's playing
March?
Tomb Raider in that?
You see that new Jason Bourne?
I like how you said who's
haven't
playing
Oh, you
Tomb
haven't?
Raider instead of
My
Lara
bad.
Croft.
My bad.
I was gonna say the lady playing Tomb
Alicia
Raider, she's in Jason
Vikander?
Bourne.
Oh. She the one that does the voice for the game?
No.
No. Oh.
Pacific Rim Uprising in
Yeah. I
March.
see that.
Another Robin Hood in March.
Nope.
What?
Why are they doing-
Ready Player One in March.
That one I'm curious about.
Is that the one where they're
That's
in
the
like
one
the
where-
virtual reality?
Yeah, and he's like playing games, but
X-Men: The New Mutants in April. I haven't heard anything about that.
Isn't Dark Phoenix coming
I
next
thought
year?
Dark Phoenix was the next one, but it's listed as X-Men: The New Mutants. So unless that's an animated thing,
I think so because I thought I read that Dark.
it
Phoenix
must
is
be.
coming out.
Oh, it must be something else because it's got a different cast than what we would expect.
It's probably animated.
Why would you come out with something else?
Infinity
or is that
War,
just to
May
keep their
4th.
contract so they can make a...
It's just animated. Yeah.
The Han Solo film slated to come out in May,
When does Deadpool 2 come out?
Next year.
June 1st.
Oh.
June. I just saw it.
I'm
again.
literally looking at it right there.
Oh, let me see.
Oh, Incredibles is
Incredibles 2.
June.
Yes. See, next summer is already.
So,
gonna
have
be
they
better.
even... They haven't released a teaser or anything for Deadpool, have they?
Jurassic World: Fallen King. All they've done
They've
is
shown
released a
pictures
picture
of
of
Cable.
Cable.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, Ant-Man and Wasp, July 6th.
So next...
Next summer is better. You'll have Infinity War too, right?
Oh,
May?
Mission Impossible 6 in July. Yeah, that was in May. I already said that.
Nope, not seeing that.
I like the entire cast of Mission Impossible except for Tom Cruise. Like, if they could just replace that one character,
like
it'd
saying
be
I
really
love-
great movies.
Jerry Maguire, except for Jerry Maguire, because Tom Cruise is Jerry Maguire.
I didn't know that.
It's hard to like a movie when you hate your lead.
Yeah,
You know.
and I've never hated a lead more.
You know? Did you like Edge
Never.
of Tomorrow? Did you guys see that one?
I think that's a good movie.
I like that one.
I'm a little
It is.
disappointed that they're making a second one.
Really? You think you should? Probably,
Right,
some
you
stuff
should
they
edit.
shouldn't touch and just leave it alone as it finished, probably.
Especially since I don't know how you're possibly going to come up with a plot for another one. It's,
Because you
it's
can't
gonna be it's gonna be
repeat
the same plot in the end. It's gonna somehow be, oh, there's another wave of aliens and somehow he can do it again.
Well,
or
in the
or
first
maybe
one, they
they'll
stopped
cha-
the aliens, right?
yeah, they killed the
The Alpha or the
whatever
yeah, whatever it's called.
it was called, the Omega Maybe,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Unless it's
The only
us going
thing
to
I
their
could see
planet.
that could be potentially interesting is if they followed Emily Blunt and somehow she got the power to do it.
Ooh. Anything that's like fresh and not the same regurgitation.
You want to know what was
earlier film?
a really good movie that I liked that they'd never made the second of was Ender's Game.
Oh yeah,
Probably because I don't think it performed very well.
Because
I think that's the reason why.
Yeah, I thought it was a really good movie.
I enjoyed
though.
it as well.
And it followed the book fairly well from my understanding.
No, I really like that one.
Yeah, and I was always waiting for.
I don't think it did well enough for them to doing more.
Because it was a good movie. It was like an intense movie that made you think a little
A lot
bit.
of people felt that way about John Carter too. You know, like,
I liked John Carter.
Yeah,
it
worldwide it did not make back its budget.
Yeah, that's a problem. You're not going to see another one of those. Yeah. Unless if they reboot it in 10 years.
The way we're
possible.
going, it
That's
could be
possible.
rebooted in like 2 years.
That's
Let's
true,
face
too.
it.
No, they haven't run out of books yet.
There's a lot of Ender Games books.
Well, I'm sorry, I meant like in
Just
terms
books.
of
Oh, like
books
in
to
general.
turn into.
Dude,
Yeah.
I just saw it. She's writing Harry Potter books, and people already knew this, but I just saw it, and it's like it's years after Harry. Like it's Harry Potter's story with his son, but it's like 14 years later, or something like that, and his son's like struggling with the good and the bad, and I'm like, okay, you're just making.
Are you talking about Cursed Child?
Yeah, I think so.
I haven't read it.
And I haven't heard any. I just.
Have you guys
saw
read
it.
the Harry Potter books?
I have.
Nope.
No.
I've only seen the movies.
I haven't done books or movies.
You haven't seen them?
No.
I didn't see the movies until like 2 years ago. So.
But I'd rather read the books, I think.
Books are pretty good. Not pretty. They're really good.
Yeah, they're okay.
I mean, it's only one of the biggest, but it's fine. Franchises out there.
Boom!
Hey, just in case you're wondering, we're doing the Lone Tree Fantasy Football League still.
Boom.
Oh. that's what that
That's
was.
what that confirmation
Well, I had asked Joey earlier if we were doing, and he finally responded. So
There you go.
there you go.
That'd be good.
Now you know my ringtone when it's actually turned on, which is not often. I've woken up to that. It's very startling.
I did that for a while, and then I also had a Viking horn. Which the
I-
Viking horn was kind of cool, but you kind of wake up and you're like real amped up to fight. So it's kind of bad.
Yeah, for sure.
I think yeah.
Well, and then for a little while I had Hanzo's ult. So in the Japanese, so I would wake up to that. But again, I very rarely. The only time I turn on my ringer is for like Snapchat to hear a video's
yeah, for
audio.
The thing I have.
So I always have it off. I don't need to hear any of
me
my
too.
tones.
Mine currently is Chewbacca, like doing this thing.
I remember
And that
how
can be startling.
annoying
That's
your
terrible.
Godzilla one was.
Oh, I did like from the new Godzilla, his roar.
Yeah.
And that's what I would wake
And
up
he
to.
would, because it was when we were sharing a room, and he would leave it on sometimes.
That
I'm
was
like,
at Lone Tree,
gosh.
wasn't it?
No, that was at the mansion.
Was it?
It would go off, and I'd be like, "Oh God, what is going on?"
It was bad. I did Down with the Sickness in high school for like a week. Yeah, no, and that like scares the crap out of you.
man.
The Godzilla one would freak me out a little too.
I also
so
started really hating the acapella Star Wars theme because it was your
It still
alarm,
is.
and it would go off, and I would hear it, and
alarm.
'cause,
I was
like,
sick of that.
it's one of those, like, you know, I got used to sharing a room with my brother for all those years when I was growing up to where I could sleep through his alarm because I knew it wasn't for me. But having a new alarm and just waking up to it all the time, or his pirate shanty one, I hate those songs now. because
Randy
of it.
Dandy.
Oh yeah,
Randy
that drive me.
Dandy.
Or was it Leave Her Johnny? Yeah, I do those ones too. Because those ones are nice because they start out soft and it's like, oh,
I think you're the biggest fan.
yeah, probably. I listen like,
Should ask Beth what she thinks of your ringtones.
oh, she does. She's not fond of.
But I'm
stupidity.
also like, I do the just default xylophone iPhone thing.
I hate that.
That's all I've ever done because it's nice and simple.
And you have it on every.
Doesn't make you poop yourself when you wake up.
right.
I
Okay.
like change. I have to change ringtones and stuff like that every so often because I get bored with them. I don't like the simple ones.
I
But
do it every now and then.
it is harder now because I have the iPhone and it's a little bit harder to do stuff now with that than it was when I had my Galaxy.
Yeah.
Just go online and find them.
Yeah,
they
well,
have so many outlets.
I have because now to do it, I have to have an app, and I put the song into the app, cut it down, and then I have to plug my phone on my computer, and I have to save it into a certain area, then put it back into my. It's
wow, that sounds like a
yeah,
process.
and I forget how to do it every time.
I just go type in Overwatch ringtone,
Boom, and it's right
find
there.
it, and
Download.
just put it into iTunes. So the next time I sing my phone, it's there.
Yeah,
That's the way to do it.
that's smart.
Cool.
Yeah,
Cool.
so that's the smart way to do it, or there's the correct way to do it, which is my way.
No, the correct way would be buying them.
That's fair.
Well, who does that?
Yeah, does anyone actually buy ringtones?
I bought my Chewbacca one. Because I had a gift card.
I bought a ringtone.
No, because it was 69 cents, and I had a gift card, and after buying all my songs, I had 69 cents left, so I was like,
Chewbacca.
yeah. But that one's pretty abrupt to when my phone is on, which is rare now, because it's always on silent, but because that's my text.
Your
tone.
text one? Yeah.
And I'll be singing half asleep, and I'll get that, and I'm
Forget.
like, what is going on?
It's good to keep you alert.
But that's how the Godzilla one was, and that's why I changed it, because that got terrible.
Got terrifying.
Because that was just... Yeah, it was really cool at first, and I was like, and I was like, motherfucker. Wakes you up, and you think, freaking bombs are getting dropped, dude.
I'm not gonna lie, I really enjoy not sharing a room with him anymore.
You don't have to wake up nervous in the middle of the night when his texts are going off.
It's more the middle of the night naked cuddling that he wasn't awake
I
for.
thought you guys were fond of each other.
Yeah. Oh.
But sometimes I just have a headache and want to go to sleep.
Yeah. Good point.
Women,
Good
you
point.
know? I mean, men,
What?
you know?
What?
What just happened?
Next topic.
Cool beans. Is there anything else we want to touch on today?
Broncos rule and Cowboys suck.
Drew. Actually, yeah, Broncos do rule. Except for their quarterbacks suck.
Yeah, I was gonna say Paxton Lynch
Seaman's not
sucks.
too bad.
He's not that good.
Here's why Seaman is not great. It's third and 4. You know you have to get 4 yards, so don't throw it 2 yards on an out route. You know what I mean?
I didn't get to see the game. So.
I know you
but
said
I heard
that
all of it.
he's got some good. There are times when he gets some good throws in, but the thing is,
He's a Mr. Checkdown.
Anybody can get lucky and throw a long, accurate pass, but it comes down to the game sense of he's never going to take them. Honestly,
He's
probably
not
even
gonna
to
win
the playoffs.
No.
Well,
I think that's the crap.
He was never
situation
supposed
we're
to be a starter either. He's supposed to be the guy who was supposed to help, and then Lynch was supposed to work in, but Lynch also sucks. So
yeah, see the way
somehow worse than Simmons.
the way one beat writer who I respect from Denver wrote about it was this is how you compare the quarterbacks. It's 3rd and 4. So it's 3rd and 4, and if Simeon's quarterback, he'll throw it short and you'll miss. You won't get 4 yards. You'll get 3. And then if it's 3rd and 4 and Lynch is starting, he'll overthrow the guy and it's turnover on downs. So you punt. So either way, it's what do you go with?
Jamal Charles running back.
Well, he's played 8
If he's not
games in
hurt.
the last 2 years, and he's had both knees operated on.
Yeah,
So
but now he's ready to go.
well,
Yeah,
maybe
for 4 games, then he's gone.
4 games, and then we'll see what else we could do.
Well, because Booker's out, so
Booker's out
Anderson,
for a month.
baby.
Anderson's good. He'll be back.
Dude, we haven't had
Did
a
you see
run
that
game
one-
in so long.
Yeah,
It's
I know, but
we
did you
don't
see
know
that
how to...
since
We got one.
Manning's first
Yeah.
one pretty
so
much.
it's we don't know how to run the ball. Our run game.
No, but we do have a lot of depth at running back now.
Yeah.
Because even that one guy in the preseason game, he had a 40-yard
I
touchdown.
didn't see who it was.
It was
I didn't.
D'Angelo.
I actually
He was a
haven't
draft
watched
pick.
any of the preseason. I
haven't
don't
either.
care that much.
I
Yeah,
normally
me neither.
don't,
I've-
but I wanted to see.
I want to
this.
see who's going to win the quarterback battle.
Yeah, and that's why I went to watch it in our local
yeah.
TV channel was having technical difficulties, which we're in 2017 and football's been on forever. How do you still
How do you
have
have
technical
technical
difficulties with football?
That was annoying.
Sorry, I was really upset about it. But so I didn't get it. I got to watch part of the second half, and at that point they had already pulled the
Pulled the
players I
guys,
wanted
yeah.
to see. So
But Lynch is going to start the next one.
is he?
Yeah.
They were gonna give him 2 quarters or something like that.
Yeah, at least a quarter and a half.
Because I saw him throw one, and it was the dude had the runaway, and he just chucked it way past the dude.
He overthrew him.
Because
You
that's
gotta
the
be
thing.
accurate.
Lynch has the arm. He just
Lynch has
accuracy is
arm strength,
not-
Mahomes
Non-existent.
did well for the Chiefs.
Yeah.
who?
Would you have
Mahomes,
him or
yeah. Patrick Mahomes.
Smith? Because Smith, the argument is against Smith is
For now, I think you still start Smith just to continue to let Mahomes develop, but I think Mahomes will be a good one
Long
for
term.
them. And the only reason I have a heart towards Mahomes is because I've actually seen him play at Texas Tech a couple
Oh,
times.
nice.
The only college football games I ever went to were at Texas Tech. I went to another person's school and saw them in the end.
Not to you.
So,
huh?
did you hear
Nope.
that the Browns are actually like an Aussie?
Well,
Like, they're gonna keep him.
They're the Browns.
Yeah, that's true. Because they were originally just getting him to get a pick and get rid of him, but they said they're going to try and keep him. And
Well, the Browns are
You never know.
notoriously
Sales don't
great
have
at dealing
anything.
with quarterbacks. So.
He'll be hurt
I
soon.
didn't say quarterbacks, by the way. You don't know how to just have
I don't know.
one good one.
It's going to be an interesting season. I feel like...
And then Zeke suspended.
Well, yeah, because...
out 2
Six-
games less than
six.
half a season.
6.
So, yeah.
40%.
Why not just say 6?
Because I wanted to sound like I knew how.
40% of the time I know exactly what I'm talking about. 90% of the time.
That's more true than it should be. Anyway, continue.
I think, again, not to go too much into it, but like thinking of from a fantasy football perspective, it's going to be hard. Like that first pick is going to be hard, I feel like, because I think Ezekiel Elliott would have been a lot of first picks.
Yeah.
I've noticed
he's not
no rookies
worth
do
it
good
now.
their second year.
No, because he's out 40% of your season.
Like Todd Gurley has struggled,
And Watkins got traded to the...
yeah, Watkins got traded. Bell is always going to be good, but will
hasn't-
he get suspended?
Well, he gets suspended, and he hasn't been in training
I don't
camp
think
at
he's
all.
ever played it a complete season his entire career.
I don't know if he has. I know the last 2 he's been...
But they have said, though, since he didn't have to do any of the training camps or anything, he hasn't. He's done no training.
Well, the worry with that is that when the season starts, you're not in game shape and you're more prone to
Yeah,
injury.
so people are worried that he's just...
Well, and then even like Marshawn Lynch, I bet a bunch of people take him first round, but he hasn't.
Is he worth it,
He was
though?
off for a full season. How is he?
Did you also see
playing?
that he refused to stand?
I don't
during
care
the
about
national-
any of
No,
it.
I'm
I
just
am-
saying he's creating drama.
Regardless
so I don't think
of whether
that's-
it's him or
I don't know.
Kaepernick, I don't care about that stuff. Please stop reporting on it.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm just saying. I think it's like that. The thing I read is he taking all this seriously, or is he just doing this for publicity? So then, at that point, is it worth drafting?
Well, he's
him?
a good running back when he performs, but
Yeah.
he's at a year.
I feel like
new
'cause
team.
I guess
Hard
basically
tell.
what my point was, everybody always tends to pick a good running back first.
Right.
And I feel like this year it will be hard to
There's only 2 guys. to do
choose
that
a
with.
good, consistent running back that's not going to get hurt. Jamal Charles, if he played the full season, he would probably be a good pick. He's not going to last the full season,
No.
so he's not worth the
And
first
even
pick.
if he does, do
Adrian
well,
Peterson, same thing.
Oh yeah,
And by him being in New
Orleans,
Orleans, he's also going to keep you
Sure.
from wanting to pick Mark Ingram as a first round pick too.
well, that's the same thing with Charles and Anderson. Isn't even if they both
Yeah.
do well, you're still gonna be splitting carries. So
My thing is, what about who's it? Freeman?
Devontae, I
Devontae
bet he.
Freeman.
him and Coleman.
I
also,
think
Coleman.
well, again, they split carries and they both did well, but I think this year people are going to be ready for that, and so they will probably both have
What
a
about the-
decrease in how well they produce.
What about the Who's the Cardinals running back?
David Johnson?
Johnson.
he was up for the number 1. Man.
Assume
Him or Bell.
dude, he did really well. I had both Bell and Johnson
Yeah.
on
You
one
did?
team,
Oh.
and I lost.
Those
I had,
were the
no,
2
I had,
PPR monsters.
I had both of them, and I had Mike Evans, so I had the
I
top
don't
2
know
running
how you
backs,
lost.
and because I had Dak Prescott.
That's solid.
But the problem was like the rest of my team, it was an all right team, but it just Whitney had a good week,
Dude,
barely beat me, and then
I think
went
that's
on
my
to
thing. I
finals.
don't know who to go for quarterback this year.
I'm not gonna get too deep into it. 'cause
Yeah, I
it's
don't think we
strategy,
wanna get-
but
That was my
normally they
strategy
say
to get
to
you
wait.
to-
Normally they say to wait. 'cause
Dude, I haven't picked. I picked Dak Prescott 15th round last week, and I started him all but the first 2 weeks because I wasn't sure how he was gonna do.
I bounce around quarterbacks so much.
yeah.
It's crap. I mean, I had Palmer last year, who was like, I'm like, solid choice, because Palmer always does good. And last year I had like his
Horribly.
worst.
He's getting old though.
Here, yeah.
He's on his back 9 for sure.
Yeah,
Anyway.
we'll see. It'll be an interesting year. Dodgers doing well. Baseball, throwing that out there.
Cubs are sucking.
Dodgers.
Fastest
Record.
team
They're
to
on a
80.
record pace right now.
They're the fastest team to 83 wins since like 1944. They have 35 comeback wins in the last
Loaded.
they're
Bellinger,
doing
yeah.
well. They are 15 games ahead of the
Yeah.
second place in their division.
And they have a
That's
rookie.
not even saying like second place in their division is like 4th best record overall in baseball, and they're 15 games behind the Dodgers right now.
Yeah, dude, my Cubs are.
They're not.
No.
They had their year last year.
I might actually live through a Dodgers Super Bowl win.
World Series. Yeah.
Sorry, that too. We were just talking about football.
I'm just saying,
Dodgers,
if the Dodgers win a Super Bowl, then that's way more impressive.
I've lived through a Broncos Super Bowl, so
Yep.
now I have to live through a Dodgers World Series. And then I don't care about any other sports.
I mean, theoretically, you should live a bit longer, so you got time even if it doesn't have this year.
Hey, a lot of
as long as you're not a Cubs fan, it's pretty much true, right?
Hey, we got our win.
I'm just saying, like, nobody else has had that big of a gap, so
even
there was an entire generation that never got to see him do it.
Dude, just think about this. There's still teams in the NFL that haven't won a Super Bowl. That's crazy to me.
Yeah.
There's probably, 5 or 6?
There's a lot, yeah.
Like, the Texans haven't. Granted, some of these are newer teams. Yeah,
Browns.
I feel like the Browns have to.
I want to say
they have.
I think the Lions were a team that never had.
The Lions still haven't them.
Right.
And Detroit's been around.
Detroit's been around for a while.
I'm going to look this up.
I want to say there's 5 teams.
That have been
the
around.
Bills. I don't think the Bills have. They went so many years in a row when they had Jim Kelly at quarterback.
Oh, there's still 13 teams that have not won it.
You want to know who the Bills had that was really good? O.J. Simpson.
The Juice.
All right, here you go. The 13 teams that have not won a Super Bowl.
Panthers.
4 are expansion franchises,
Texans.
Younger than the Super Bowl itself.
Let's see if we can name them all.
Okay, so the Texans, yes.
Panthers.
Panthers, yes.
Jaguars.
Jaguars, yes.
Lions.
Lions is yes.
Browns.
Browns is correct.
Oh, the Browns have not. Okay, so that's 5 of 13. Goodness, 13.
The Falcons.
Falcons are correct.
That's true, too.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
I don't think
That's correct.
I don't think they won.
Let's see who else is
Buccaneers
out there.
won. Saints won.
Raiders have
Jets, I think, have what the name is.
Giant.
Redskins have too.
We've lived through a Giants.
Yeah, no,
dude,
I'm not.
That's
I'm
Tom
going
Brady's
twice.
I know.
kryptonite.
No, I'm just going through stuff in my head. Just
Dolphins won.
Dolphins have one Denver right now.
Ravens.
Have the Chiefs?
Yeah, they had Joe Montana.
Yeah, they have.
I don't think they did. They win with Joe Montana? I don't know, but they won.
I don't know who they won with, but they won.
They have.
I don't think the Chargers have ever won.
Chargers is correct.
So that's 6.
I think you've had 7. You've got
7?
Panthers, Jags, Texans, Lions,
Browns.
Chargers, and Browns.
Yeah.
And Falcons. So 7.
And how out of how many?
13. There's 6
13.
13. It's the Rams. Did the Rams ever win?
No, Rams.
Rams is not correct.
Ooh.
Must have won. I can't remember though. Cardinals.
Cardinals is correct.
I was gonna say the Cardinals, but I thought they had.
No, they've been, but they've lost both times, I think.
Who are we missing?
Chiefs, Raiders, Broncos all got them. I'm trying to remember the divisions.
Cowboys have gotten them.
Redskins have. Giants have. Eagles. I don't think the Eagles
Eagles.
Eagles have not.
Philly hasn't.
have. No, so there's 4 left. Philly, man, that's tough.
Philly. That is how has Philly never won?
I'll have you know, when they had Donovan McNabb at quarterback, though, they went to the Super Bowl, what was it, once? But they were in the conference championship, 6 years in a row, or something like that. It was crazy.
Let's see. We said the Rams. Who are we missing? Who's in the Ravens?
No, they won.
Have they?
Literally just a couple years ago.
Really?
Joe Flacco. It was when
Flacco.
the
Oh, that's
Flacco
right.
and it was the Harbaugh.
Harbaugh.
Have the Vikings?
Vikings have not.
So that's 3. 3 of them won.
One of them's a fairly newer team,
That hasn't?
and the other 2 are older.
I thought we named all the new ones.
Well,
He said fairly.
so the way that they have this broken down, one of the teams you have not said is younger than the Super Bowl. 2 of the teams are older than the Super Bowl.
Oh, from AFL days?
Yeah, so that's what they were saying.
Titans.
Titans, correct.
That's 2 left then.
All of the older ones, they say, have all won an NFL or AFL championship, but they're not counting that because it wasn't a Super Bowl.
Gotcha.
So Titans was the newer one, right?
That was a new one, yeah.
That was not actually the newer one. They considered that Oilers/Titans.
Oh, okay.
So
Oh,
That's true, they were.
Oilers. So
Who's the newest team?
His Oak? No, we did decide Oakland had.
Oakland definitely has.
San Francisco.
They
San Fran's
definitely have
won.
2.
They've
Steve Young,
won.
Joe Montana.
Yeah. Bears have won. Green Bay's won.
I'm really kind of stumped.
I'm really kind of...
I give you a
Oh,
hint.
the Bengals.
Correct. That's the newer
That's right.
team.
The Bengals have never won one?
No.
They've
Really?
The Steelers.
Andy Dalton's never won a
Playoff
postseason game.
Yeah,
but that's the biggest knock on Andy Dalton.
They've been around way before Dalton.
Yeah, but they
though.
haven't.
'Cause my dad's a Bengals fan.
So you guys are missing one team.
Wait, was Bengals... So we're missing the newer team then?
No,
The Bengals was the newer team.
When did Bengals...
Again, it's
It's how they break
newer
down, like,
in
AFL.
terms of
It's an NFL team, not an AFL team.
they are newer
okay.
than the Super Bowl is. The other ones existed before the Super Bowl.
The Dodgers.
Yes, the Dodgers have never won the Super Bowl, even though I hope to see it someday.
Right.
Who's in the Patriots division?
Dolphins. They have
Okay.
that undefeated season that no one will touch.
Okay.
Patriots, obviously. Jets have, and then Buffalo. But we said the Bills, right? I'm pretty sure we said the Bills.
No, Bills is the correct answer.
Bills.
Yeah.
All right, there you go.
Yeah.
There you
The Bills
go.
went forever though. A lot of teams. There's only a few teams that haven't made the Super Bowl, I think. Because some teams have never won, but they've made it.
Well, the
Yeah.
Falcons, this was the first time they made it last season,
No,
right?
that was the second time.
No, it was?
The Broncos beat the Falcons in a Super Bowl.
Okay.
It was Elway's second.
We also beat the Panthers in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and the Packers.
But they lost to the Seahawks. They could have stopped the Seahawks from ever having
A
one.
dynasty, I know. Jeez.
That's crazy that there's that many teams though that haven't. There's 50 Super Bowls and that many teams.
I mean,
haven't.
some of them, like the Jaguars, just have never been good.
Well, the
And they're
Browns.
Tom
The
Brady's
Browns have
did-
just never been good.
Yeah.
But I mean, and also,
I'm sure actually there's probably the Browns were good at some point
But
in their
in the last
lifetime.
few decades, not.
But I mean, you look at teams. I mean, you say 50 Super Bowls, but look how many Tom Brady alone has
6.
won. Exactly. So
And the
6.
Steelers have won 7?
5 or 6.
Yeah.
I think the most is 6.
Roethlisberger's, I think, been in 3. Right? Is
Well,
it 3
so
or 4?
did you guys see the Patriots team plane that they bought?
Yes! They're
Wait.
the first team ever
It has
to.
yeah, they bought their private jet, and it has the Patriots logo on the front, and it goes
bought-
down, and then they have the 6 trophies on the back.
Jeez. Apparently, for like their opening training camp or whatever, they brought like 5 goats in commemoration of Tom Brady's birthday or something.
Why goats?
Because
'Cause
he's
he's
the
one.
goat, allegedly.
I've never heard that. What does that mean?
Goat,
Greatest of all time?
Yeah.
Oh, greatest. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
It's an analogy.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, football season.
Okay, yeah, the Steelers have won 6.
Dang.
And then Cowboys are up there. No, Patriots,
Cowboys,
have
and
5 with the Niners,
And
right?
Patriots both have 5, and the
Niners.
Niners 2, yes.
Broncos have 3. There's another team that has 4, I think. But
We'll see another
Damn
Broncos in
those
our
Patriots.
lifetime.
Maybe, man. We'll see. This will be the year. No, I'm just kidding. No. The last time I had an NFL ticket, the Broncos won the Super Bowl. Just saying.
Did you get an NFL ticket this year?
Yeah.
To which one?
I'm talking about like the NFL ticket.
Oh, I
Last
thought
time I
you
had
bought
last-
a ticket to an NFL. I was like,
Last time I had that though, they won. That was Super Bowl 50. So.
The Denver Broncos have lost a record 5 Super Bowls.
yeah, we tied our own score for worst played.
And the Vikings and the Bills both have been in 4 and lost 4.
See, that's kind of rough.
That would be really discouraging.
That's like every Cleveland sports team until recent memory.
yeah.
So cool.
Cool. Well, thanks for watching.
We will be back probably next. Well, you're out of town actually, so
Yeah. So, well, you guys may do one.
Yeah, we can do one. We'll have some cents. I'll have some my 2 cents.
No, you won't.
We'll see. I'll do
You'll
something.
forget.
We'll do something.
I'm gonna tell your
Well,
wife to
something.
remind you.
I know, right? Somebody's gotta keep on top of it.
like, he keeps asking about money.
He wants pennies.
I don't know why he wants 2 cents.
All right.
Cool. Well, thanks. Subscribe.
This is just a quick question for you. Have you been watching all the Game of Thrones ones?
Yes,
oh,
we
yeah,
were talking
yeah,
about
yeah.
it before.
Last week?
Yes.
Yes, we will talk more.
I'm excited to
And that was the
get
shortest
to ours.
episode and like the best episode
And
so
it
far.
was great. I don't know about best, but it was good.
was-
It was pretty cool.
Turn the needle.
Bye.